Shalom Israel. First, I want to start by giving honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles, and bishops of GMS Great Millstone, who will well teach and edify, peace and blessings. And so you hopefully like Akima Akwat in this house of faith. My name is Ishaya. I don't want Bartazar. Gonna make a quick video just going into, you really gotta have faith, right? You really gotta have confidence in the Lord, to actually be able to get saved, bro. Because if you're thinking that the Lord might not come through, if you're having that half-assed mindset, that partiality mindset, that's an expression of insincerity, okay? And the Lord is looking for those that are completely down for this. The Lord is gonna come through. The Lord is gonna save his elect, okay? And if you don't get saved, that's just because you're not a part of the elect. That's straight up how it goes. His elect are going to get saved, okay? And even now, his elect, although they go rough paths, the Lord keeps their paths. Pursuing the Psalms, the beginning chapters, he keep the paths of his saints. So even in your life, us being the hopeful elect, we hope that we are those elect members. We have confidence in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that if we're going through something, that you're going to come out victorious on the other end of it, okay? And no matter what the circumstances and how dire it may seem, but even in death, that could be the way the Lord saves you from something, okay? But you got to be spiritually minded to see that, because there have been, sincere brothers that have died in this truth. But that could just be them, those individuals, the dead shall rise first. The elect that served their judgment and are actually saved from going through all the type of bullshit that's ahead of us. Okay? But you got to have confidence in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and you have to have all of your eggs in that basket and have complete, sincere confidence that this is the way and this is the right way. Okay? If you're over here walking this shit and you think that this is not the right way, and you kind of have your, you're iffy about it and you're not too sure, all right, you're going to fucking die. That's straight up like that. Revelation 3:16 is a good expression of this. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly right now. I wasn't crying or nothing. It was just fucking dogs is tweaking. But Revelation 3:16, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And that's that spirit of lukewarmness. If you're not hot, you're not cold. Hey, you're going to figure out real quick what happens to a motherfucker that's not all in. If you're not, it's, one thing that a brother had told me when I had crossed the line is, this truth is similar to, or should I say it's kind of backwards. The mob is similar to the truth. This blood in, blood out concept. There's no turning back. If you count the cost and you truly turn to the Lord, that's it. It's now blood in or blood out. Because what happens to a man when he comes into this truth and then falls away? Did the scriptures not say that 7 demons will be multiplied back unto them? Now you're going to have 8 demons, because that original demon you had is going to hop back on you. And they're all going to be stronger than the first. That's that blood out. Okay? The blood in is the cost that it takes to actually come into this faith, to put away your whole life, to sever relationships, to sever yourself and to kill yourself spiritually. Not, no weird ass shit, but, you have to kill that old man straight up. All the traditions and all the habits and all the things that you used to do, you have to slay that motherfucker, and you have to become this new man that's embedded. And when I say embedded in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's a good word, because that's what we have to be in this faith. Embedded, unmovable, as the scriptures say. If you're embedded, embed, I think it's a new slang word. Yeah, it's totally a new slang word. Let's just look it up on the chat. Okay? Embedded. So, fuck your spelling, Esau. Um, Firmly and deeply into something. And that's what we are into this truth, is to be fixed firmly and deeply into something. And you have to be firmly and deeply in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, in the faith. All right, you have to truly believe this is the right way. Otherwise, you're fucked. Okay? Because what are you going to turn to other than that? When the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, when the Lord comes back with that chariot to destroy this earth, all right, and set judgment aright. He's going to set judgment upon America. Not a rock shall stand upon another rock, and this will be a deserted wasteland forever. Even the Holy Land, Israel, the Lord's going to send judgment upon there, and it's going to be completely broken down. But that will be built back up. At the end of the day, bro, it's either you're in or you're out. It's either you know the Lord's going to save you, you just got to wait for that, or, or you're going to fucking fall off. Because that's really what it comes down to. Because say you're going through some bullshit. You're going through a trial and tribulation, because the Lord's going to send you many of those. And some of them may take years for you to get out of. The Apostle Paul was in prison for a few years, like 2 years, I believe. And our brothers in aforetime have gone through many captivities over decades. Many certain problems and situations that the Lord slowly delivered them out of. That's why you got to take this thing day by day, man. That's why the scriptures tell you, worry about not about tomorrow. And that's not to say, fuck life and fuck your responsibilities, but sometimes you just can't fucking help it. There's nothing you can do. And when there's nothing you can do, what are you going to do? Bug out trying to figure out something to do, man? The Lord's going to send you that answer. Okay? The Lord will put you in the right spot, because the Lord is dealing with bros. And you know that because you're even in a chastisement in the fucking first place. Before I get Revelation 3 and 10, I'm going to get Sirach 30 and 1, because this is a part of the walk that we have to go through. You out here tripping out about certain situations that you're going through and like, oh, Lord, when are you going to help me out and this and that? Well, motherfucker, just be glad that the Lord is putting you through a chastisement. Straight up. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. So that just kind of, even captures further that the Lord chastens who he loves, and the scriptures tell you that. But at the end of the day, bro, this faith is going to be challenging. This truth isn't something that you come into and then it's just peaches, butterflies, and rainbows. It's going to be difficult. And we're going to face a time where things are going to get even more difficult. Revelation 3 and 10, because I have kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell on the world. But behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And that's this truth. Hold this truth, that no man take thy crown. Be all the way in this. Be in this 100%. Remember who the fuck you are. A lot of bros have Hebrew names. My Hebrew name is Yeshaya. And what that means in the Hebrew is the Lord's victory. Remember who the fuck you are, bro. You have a name for a reason. It's spiritual why you got that name. It's spiritual how certain bros acquire that name. You know what I mean? These names are important. And bros will tell you that. Remember who you are. Straight up. Like the Apostle Gabar. His name means warrior. Right? And that's what he is. He's a spiritual warrior in his faith. And I bet you there's many times that the apostle, this is me speaking as a man, but I bet you there's been many times that the apostle has gone through situations that he just felt defeated. Has not every warrior been defeated a few times? Is defeat not the essence of victory? And I bet you he thought back like, hey, I'm a soldier of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The Lord is dealing with me, and I must keep carrying on. I must carry on. You have to have that mentality, bro, because shit is only going to get worse. Okay? Things are only going to get more difficult as time goes on. And if you don't have that mentality that you are in this as a soldier, you're in this as a warrior, and you're going to get your ass whooped a few times, then, you're like that in the Maccabees, when Judas Maccabeus went to war, any man that was involved in the world or any man that was fearful was sent back home. And why is that? Because they're not prepared for fucking war. Right now, we're in spiritual war, okay? And pretty soon, we're going to be tested on a high level. And if you're fucking fearful, all right, and it's going to be a very fearful thing. It's something easy to say now, like, oh, we got to be these stoics and, hard men. But at the end of the day, bro, that's what we're trying to fucking be. We're trying to pray for that. We're trying to build our spirit to be that man in that time. To look at death in the fucking face and serve the Lord always, regardless of what the fuck is going on. Motherfucker got a gun to your head. Motherfucker got a gun to your family's head. You always got to remember who your power is. You got motherfuckers ripping your eyelids off and your fucking fingernails off and throwing you into prison and all kinds of fucking shit that people could face, bro. And ultimately, the people of this world will face that, and the elect will be saved out of that. Okay, but you have to have confidence in that because the Lord can save you in strange ways. All right, and the Lord is showing that right now, even in the life that we live. The Lord will give you strange salvations. But you have to be confident. You have to believe in the Lord. You have to know that the Lord will come through. You have to know that this is your power, okay? And if you don't believe that, then what are you? You're a man that doesn't believe in the Lord. You are lukewarm. No matter how scary shit might get, no matter how ugly shit might get, no matter how dire it may seem, you have to be confident always in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Remember that name and say it always and praise it always. The Lord is showing brothers right now that he will come through for you. If you always keep, your heart on him. The Lord is reminding you that though you go through trials and tribulations, ultimately he's the author of them all and he will save you out of these things. Bros have many, many, many testimonies. There's even a brother in the California camp that has his own personal testimony of this fucking guy, this bug out, which I believe, and the elders believe, was actually sent, an agent, to kill him. He ran up on him with a knife, tried to go for his neck. He had all intention of malice and evil in his heart to kill that brother. And what did the Lord do? That Lord gave him the spirit to fight it off. To take the fucking, he got stabbed a couple of times, but he defended himself off and that motherfucker ran away. And guess what? That brother was in the ambulance posting brothers up about the situation. On the phone, like, hey, brothers, I'm in a situation. That is a man that truly believes. And guess what? There's going to be many more situations that are like that and that have happened like that in the past. I remember hearing the testimony of Apostle Tahar. He was with a broad. And there was this Jake that was like sticking up another Jake at gunpoint, or it was a certain situation like that. And Apostle Tahar, the brave and courageous man that he is, he went up to him, he says, put that gun down, nigga. And the motherfucker looked at him and he ran the fuck away. And we've seen situations like that in the Bible where the prophets prayed to the Lord, deliver us out of this, even though we were a small people in the Maccabees, and they went up to face somebody and the motherfuckers ran away. They ran away because they seen the power, they seen the light in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua that has been given unto these men by Hashem Rachak. You have to truly believe that the Lord is with you in your house, and you have to have confidence in the Lord. Okay? even though shit might not seem pretty, shit's never gonna seem pretty, man. It's not for us to be fucking here trying to live this American fucking dream. So I'll always be happy-go-lucky all the fucking time. Shit's gonna get janky. That's that, and at the end of the day, it teaches us. Right now, we're going through certain situations where things aren't cool. But this is all teaching the elect how to have the integrity to trust in the Lord always, even if it's getting fucking ugly. And endure through that and gain the wisdom from it, as well as exhort other brothers about it, because exhortation is key. This is the point of this video, is an exhortation to make sure bros like, hey man, the Lord will deliver you, man. He will. He will come through. He is true. He is the only true God. He exists. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who we serve, the God of Israel. This is our power. This is our power forever. The Lord has promised us an everlasting covenant in which He will not lie on. He has sworn by His name. He has given us that promise. Now we've been brought into this truth so that we know who we are. We follow the Lord and we follow His commandments, and we do the best to please the Lord on a daily basis. All right? Stick to the fucking program. And if you can't, then you need to pray on it. Real talk. Judges 1:8. Damn, I'm losing my voice. Judges 1:8. The children of Judah had fought against Jerusalem and had taken it and smitten with the edge of the sword. Judges, hold up. I'm tripping. Joshua 1:8. Actually, I'm going to start at 7. It says, be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. So constantly staying in this, constantly holding on to this, constantly being in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and doing the right thing. Okay? And the Lord will deliver you. I don't give a fuck if a nigga's trying to kill you. The Lord will deliver you, bro. And He delivered that brother when that man was trying to kill him. And we see that in this life right now. How much more on a mass scale? The Lord's going to deliver His elect. You could have motherfuckers shooting at you, trying to get you down. Shooting at you with guns. And guess what's going to happen? The fucking bullet's going to fall out the sky. Or they're going to hit you and it's just going to fall down to the floor. Or even then, the bullets can hit you and it could cause no damage. It could hit you and it could penetrate you in your chest and your arms and all that shit and just miss all your vital organs, and you'll keep on trucking. The times will be traumatic, but we'll be able to fucking surpass that type of shit because we understand that, wow, like this is all true. The Lord has delivered us. Your faith is going to be that fire that's going to push you even further, man. Because even in tribulation and all that bullshit that's going to happen in Jacob's trouble, faith is going to be strengthened across the board for the elect that get saved out of the situations that get saved in, regardless of how ugly they are. And that's what we're learning right now in this life. So if you're a brother that's going through some shit, man, because trust me, bros is going through shit. If you're going through some shit, just be patient, man. Wait on it. Enjoy it. Love the Lord. No chastening is joyous but for a moment. All right, but the end of it work is much greater things. Like it says in Ephesians, let patience have a perfect work. Be patient with this shit, man. All your problems aren't going to get solved in one day. And if they do, consider yourself blessed, but also understand that more problems are going to probably pop back up. That's what we fucking deal with. This is a problematic ass life that we live, man. Accept it. Love it. Be in it. Be involved, man. Strengthen other brothers, man. Because at the end of the day, bro, this is our last chance, bro. This is our, the scriptures tell you, prove that so in this life, man. This is our last go around. There isn't another go after this. The Lord's coming back. This is the final time that we are in this situation. through reincarnation, being brought back every third or fourth generation. It's it. We have finally got to the last time. Think about that shit, man. This is the last fucking time. After this is the kingdom. And Lord willing, we on the right side of it, the 144,000 ruling class elect joint heirs under Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. Stick with it, man. Joshua 1:8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Good success. Thy ways prosperous, okay? Have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. All right, so through time, through tribulation, through fucking any situation, bro. I didn't even mean to rhyme, but that's just the spirit, I guess. You know, the Lord is with bros, man. The Lord is with you. If you following these laws, statutes, commandments, and you committing your life unto the Lord, truly and sincerely, you know, you could just even observe the things that you've gone through in your life. In my personal life, there's been times where the Lord delivered me from some strange ass shit. You know, one of the testimonies I like to say is, you know, I don't like telling the super personal testimonies on the videos, but, you know, I'll just say this one. There's this time I was young. I was driving. I was in this little Mazda and shit, you know, tugging ass everywhere I went. I just got this car. You know, I thought I was hot shit. You know, it was a little push to start. You know, I thought I was cool and shit. And I got off of work. I had to go back home, you know, hopefully before my curfew, because my parents wasn't playing no fuck shit. After I got off work, I take my ass home. All right, but I was kind of taking a little long that night because I was talking to a lady. And I was like, fuck, I need to get home. Okay, I go down this road and I'm just tugging it. This is a regular ass road too. This is a 45-mile-an-hour road. I'm tugging ass. I pushed that car to the limit on that. I was going about, you know, somewhere between 130 and 140 miles an hour in that car. Just foot on gas, straight fucking pedal to metal the whole time there. And this is me being foolish, you know, being dumb as hell. Cop came down the road, spun right the fuck around. It was like, hold up, nigga, nah. Because granted, this is a 45-mile-an-hour zone. You ain't got no business doing even 60 in that motherfucker. Okay? Cop spun his ass around, zoomed up on me. And, you know, I stop. I'm like, my heart's racing because this is the first time I ever got pulled over. My heart's racing and racing. And I'm stressed out. But the first thing that I do is pray, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, please, please, please help me. I'm sorry, please help me. Okay? I'm calling the name of the Lord. That's why the name is important. You call a JC, I would have got booked, and I would have got reckless driving, criminal speed, criminal this, felony that. Nigga, just get that nigga in the system, right? Calling on JC, he ain't gonna do shit for you. Or any other power, man. There is no other power. It's Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. But the cop pulled up to my window because he didn't radar me. He just knew I was going way too fucking fast. He didn't radar me, and I told him, I rolled down the window. He says, you know, why the fuck are you, he cussed at me too. He's like, why the fuck are you going that fast? And he was like, after he kind of calmed down, I was like, I'm an officer, I just got to get home. Like, I've never been pulled over before. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm just trying to get home from my curfew. Like, my mom be tripping. And he was like, well, first of all, thank you for stopping. And he was like, give me your license, registration, all that other fuck shit. You know, and he went back to his car, and he didn't take too long either. It just took maybe a couple minutes. Because, you know, officers, them motherfuckers usually take a whole damn forever, bro. They take forever sometimes, bro. But he took a couple minutes, he came back to the window. He says, I never want to fucking see you again. I'm going to give you a warning. You go and get home and you slow the fuck down. And I was like, damn, like that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. Because I look like a Negro. Okay? I'm over here in this little car thinking I'm fast and shit. Playing A$AP Rocky on the fucking stereo. But the Lord put the spirit on that cop to let me have a warning that night and make me, allow me to go home. Okay? That's an example of the Lord delivering you. And that's just one example. But hey, man, that was my personal testimony. I feel like that added to the video. I'm going to wrap it up with Deuteronomy 31:6. All right, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I pray this lesson was edifying. I really do. But it says, actually I'm going to start at 5. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according unto all thy commandments which I have commanded thee. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not. Fear not. We have to be courageous, man. No one wants to be that one soldier that's just scared as fuck all the time. We are bold men. We are courageous men. We are brave men. And why are we that? Because we are under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the true power. When your power is true, you ain't scared. You ain't scared of none of this shit. Okay? A motherfucker that's scared isn't truly confident in what's going on. You think boxers, real badass boxers, when they get in the ring and they're going up against a real top guy, they get in the ring, they're scared of that motherfucker? Hell no, they ready to win this they ready to win this shit because competition is competition. And I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't be fearful, man. What can you possibly lose here? Even your life isn't even that fucking valuable here. We have to do what we have to do for the Lord, but at the end of the day, if it's your time, it's your time. Straight up. And you have to have the mentality that, hey, that's really how it is, man. That's how it's gonna be. Pretty soon, some of us are gonna have to die for this truth. And you have to ask yourself, because every man has their own relationship with the Lord. Everyone has their own understanding with that. I can't judge for another man how much it should be. But ask yourself, really, am I ready for that? Am I ready to die for this truth? Am I ready to suffer for this truth on that type of level? All right? Am I really ready to do that? It says, he it is that do go with thee. Salakia, I kind of botched that. He it is that doeth, Salakia. He it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of a good courage. And this is the importance of exhortation. Exhort, brothers. Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel. This is exhortation even to all Israel. Be strong and of a good courage, that thou must go with this people into the land which the Lord Yahweh hath sworn unto their fathers to give them, that thou shalt cause them to inherit. And we're doing that now too. Be strong and of good courage. All right? That we, Lord willing, may be elect, and we deny Esau's system, and we get past Jacob's trouble, Lord willing, we get beamed up and we get brought into to a kingdom where dwelleth righteousness forever. We're going into that true righteous land now. No new thing under the sun. You see this situation playing out again. Be strong, Akim and Aqua. Be strong because your power is true. Your power is the only true power that exists. Be strong in everything that you do. Understand that your power will deliver you. Understand that your power will come through. It might take a while. It really might. Sometimes shit takes a minute. But your power is true. Your power is the true power. And you will come through. So I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to lastly give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash, Shalom.